Hey, what's going on, guys? This is CJ, and thank you so much for tuning in. Today I have a Cooler Master Hyper 212 EVO unboxing and installation, and this is how I do it on my LGA 2011 socket. I will kind of tell you guys what to do if you don't have the 2011 as the video goes on, so keep that in mind. I just got this in the mail just because of my Corsair H100i started leaking, and I needed to get a heatsink as soon as I can, or I could. And I bought this one on Newegg. It was $30 on sale, $10 off, and I got it in the mail, and I thought I would make a video. I recorded this with my GoPro Hero 2, but the mic on the GoPro sucks, and I just can't hear myself, and I didn't think you guys could either, and I even boosted up the volume of it, and I still couldn't. So I'm gonna talk over this video, and then the next computer videos I will buy an aftermarket microphone for my GoPro so that you guys can hear it live, and I can explain as I go instead of talk over it, because it's kind of hard to do this. But for this backplate right here that I'm just grabbing, this is a backplate used for every socket, AMD and Intel, except your LGA 2011 boards, because they have a built-in backplate, and you'll see that in a second. So this is the heatsink, and on the left, the hardware on the left is going to be used for every other socket besides 2011 and 1366. On the right is for the 2011 and 1366, and that is my application. That's the hardware that I'm going to use. So you simply just have to screw it in, and make sure you use hand tight first. Don't use your screwdriver or anything yet. And then for other motherboards like the 1150 sockets, you just put the backplate on the back of it, and then thread that hardware through it, and then use the nut and hold it tight. And then grab this, which is a Phillips to some type of socket. I'm not sure the size of it, but it just slips over the screws that you just screwed in, and you can just grab a Phillips and tighten it. And I use my left hand, my non-dominant hand, and my wrist power, so I just turn it until it gets to a point where I have to put some muscle into it. So I just tighten it, and then do that for all four corners. That is with no matter what socket you're using, make sure you do this. You can use it hand tight and keep it hand tight, but I like to make it secure. And then I'm using an Antec Formula 7 thermal paste. It does come with a Cooler Master thermal paste, which is actually not too bad, but the Antec is my favorite and just what I've been using, and never had a problem with it, and it doesn't actually turn to some type of crust, and it's always liquidy. So I laid my computer down, and make sure that's the P-size processor, the P-size thermal paste that I just put down, and then this is the hold down bracket for it. So you're going to put it between the heatsink and the heatsink spreader, and then there's a little hole on the top, and some type of nipple that fits in the hole. And then right there was just make sure you peel that off so you can actually distribute the heat. This is where I put the bracket in, and there's that hole that will sit in the center of for the bracket, so the bracket just sits there, and then you can just set it all down, and then hand tighten it once again just to get it started, so you don't strip anything out when you try to use a screwdriver or Phillips or anything like that. So, and then just go back and use your Phillips. Make sure you tighten them from opposite corner, so top left to bottom right to top right to bottom left, so you don't get any undistributed weight or pressure on the motherboard. And then just put the fan back on, and then plug it into the nearest fan connector on your motherboard, and then that's it. You're ready to power it on. And I plug it into the CPU fan connector on my motherboard just because that's the free one. Tuck the cable away, and that's it. So video's coming to an end. Make sure you guys subscribe for more computer videos, and I'll make sure I do a live commentary next time. So thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.